Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my beautiful sisters. Welcome to another video, and we are still really on the same topic of preparing for Ramadan, talking about dhikr. And subhanallah, have you guys seen 3 days ago this crash that happened, and this Muslim brother that was just so calm throughout the whole thing, because he kept doing dhikr. He kept saying Allahu Akbar. He kept saying the Shahada. He kept saying Allahu Akbar. And he survived this crash. This crash killed, I think, half of the plane. There was one half that, everybody kind of died. And then the ones in the back survived. And he's coming out of the plane as if nothing happened. And he keeps saying Allahu Akbar. He said Allahu Akbar before the crash. He said Allahu Akbar after the crash. And it was just such a strong reminder about how we need to stay connected to our dhikr. And he has an interview out there. You could look it up on YouTube. And he's advising the Muslim brothers to hold on to their prayers and to their dhikr. And subhanAllah, they'll be okay, because Allah will guide them to do the right thing in these times of difficulties. So this is so vital for us. We need to hang on to dhikr. Dhikr is more than just a protection. It's what connects us to our Rabb. Because when we remember Allah, remember the hadith. When we remember Allah, Allah remembers us. SubhanAllah. He remembered Allah. Allah remembered him. Oh my goodness. So why is it that we should strengthen our soul now? Especially now. We're going to go into it. But just know that part of that strengthening of the soul is definitely dhikr. Dhikr. Remembrance of Allah. This is what is going to help us to strengthen our soul, bi'idhnillah. But let's look at what's coming up for us right now. Today is Jumada 27th, and so it means that Rajab, which is a sacred month, is coming around the corner. So yes, Rajab is one of the 4 sacred months that we have in a year. I'm going to put down below some information about it so you could read more about it, inshallah. But in the sacred month, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us in Surah Tawbah to not wrong ourselves. So there's a prohibition about going into sins, especially major sins. But yes, we're supposed to guard ourselves from committing sins, especially in the sacred month. Now, I want us to go back to our parents, Adam alayhi salam and Hawa. What happened? So that's a trivia for you that I will answer right away. But what happened, inshallah, what happened to our parents when Allah prohibited a particular tree to them, right? When Allah told them, you can, roam around and eat what you like, but do not get close to this particular tree. What happened at that moment? If we go to Surah Al-Baqarah, you could open your Mus'haf, go to Surah Al-Baqarah. Inshallah, I talk about this a little bit in the podcast as well of our season 1. I will put the link to season 1 podcast. We have a Tadabbur podcast, and that was one of the, I mentioned it in the ayah that I selected for season 1. So if we go to page 6, so ayah 35, you'll see the translation says, "And we said, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise, and eat therefrom in ease and abundance from wherever you will. But do not approach this tree, lest you be among the wrongdoers." The ayah that comes right after that, sisters, is saying, فَأَزَلَّهُمَا الشَّيْطَانِ, but shaitan caused them to slip out of it and remove them from that condition in which they had been. And the ayah continues, but I just want you to pay attention that when there was a prohibition, what happened? What happened? As soon as there was a prohibition, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that shaitan came in the picture. Shaitan came. And so we are about to face a month of prohibition where we are prohibited, we are told not to wrong ourselves. So who do you think is going to appear even more during this time? Our worst enemy. That's the answer. Our worst enemy, shaitan, is going to do his best for us to wrong ourselves. And this is why. This is like, if you don't listen to anything else, this is the main reason why we absolutely need to strengthen ourselves right now. And of course, dhikr is part of it. Because of that, because we may not realize the many ways that we open the windows. Because how does shaitan get strong against us is when we disobey, when we open windows and gates. There are windows and gates through which shaitan slips through, and him and his whole parties, they slip through this, and they affect us. So how do we strengthen our fortress? How do we make sure that our shield is, you know, really strong, that our windows are locked, there's no breakage, this is what we are going to talk about, inshallah, this coming Friday in a webinar that I'm hosting, bi'idhnillah. And I wanted to do this webinar at the beginning of the month of Rajab for us to be all reminded, and also because it's a preparation. It's helping us get ready for the month of Ramadan as well. I've been, alhamdulillah, I'm going to put the link also below, inshallah. I've been blessed to take the course of Tim Humble on Ruqya, and it's been such an eye-opener. I mean, just the Q&A alone in that program is amazing. Tabarakallah, tabarakallah. I mean, may Allah put a lot of barakah in his work, and may Allah make it super successful. What they're doing is, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I think the more we empower ourselves with the knowledge, with the right knowledge, just for our own selves, like every mother, every woman in her household should know the basic information about ruqya, basic information about how she can protect herself, her household, her family, her kids, subhanallah, because the attacks are real, the plots are real. And so that's one thing that I really wanted to emphasize. So why you should strengthen your soul right now, my beautiful women of Qur'an, my beautiful sister, is because it is real. As we get closer to the end of time, evil increases. You've seen it where, you know, babies are being killed, doctors, patients, hospitals destroyed. This is evil, and evil is being spread, and evil is being done. And it tells you that even on the spiritual side of things, evil is not resting. And until we go back to Allah, it is a fight. So it is a disservice to ourselves when we do not know, when we're ignorant about the Qur'an, when we're ignorant about the Sunnah of Rasulullah, when we are ignorant about the dhikr, you know, and the different ways that we can protect ourselves. It is a true disservice to ourselves. And as I said, this is a sacred month. It is Rajab. It is right before Ramadan. We have Sha'ban as well. And, you know, these are times that we are many times neglectful. Rasulullah said in an authentic hadith that in the month of Sha'ban, it's a month that people neglect. So this month of Rajab, we are going to strengthen our soul. This month of Rajab, we are going to go ahead and increase in the dhikr and in all the ways that we can protect ourselves. And in the month of Sha'ban, we're going to continue protecting ourselves and continue making the most of our time to get ready for Ramadan, so that we are not among the people who are neglectful. May Allah help us. May Allah give us a tawfiq. And inshallah, stay tuned, because a lot more is going to be, inshallah, shared in this channel to help us get ready. That is my goal. If you can join us this Friday, go ahead and click on the link and register, and I'll be happy to see you on Friday. It's going to be Eastern time, 6 p.m., so New York time, so you can check what that is for you. And it's going to be recorded, inshallah ta'ala. And if you cannot make it live, you could still get the full recording. And I'll try to share some sample snippets of it, some footages of it on this channel as well in the coming weeks. But yeah, strengthen your soul. Make a plan of action. What are you going to do right now to make sure that you protect yourself, your household, and your loved ones? Definitely, if you can register for this program that Tim Humble did, go ahead and do it. Muhammad Tim Humble, go ahead and do it. It's really affordable. I think it's £19. It's very affordable, and it's so much more than the money. Honestly, it's so much. There's so much that he shares with us that really, once you have this information, not only you're going to want to do more of the Sunnah, but you're gonna be equipped. You're gonna be equipped. Just like you equip yourself with a first aid kit in your household, just like you make sure you know, you want your kids to be safe, like this is another way that you absolutely need to make sure that you and your loved ones are safe. May Allah protect us all. Until our next video, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.